Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gator Talk. This is Autumn Alvarez, the politics editor for Golden Gate Express. Today, I am joined by SFSU's faith-based club InterVarsity leader, Monse Ochoa. Today, we'll be discussing what it's like to be part of a faith-based club and why these types of communities matter to SFSU's campus. Monse, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, my name is Monse. I'm a third year at SF State. My major is creative writing, so I'm excited for the interview as well. And I've been with Ivy for all 3 years that I've been here.
That's awesome. And can you tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about what Ivy InterVarsity is?
Yeah, so Ivy does stand for InterVarsity. We're a Christian fellowship group on campus. We've been here since the 60s established, and it's a Christian organization around all campuses around the U.S.
Nice. And so do you guys also interact with like UCSF as well?
Yeah, so those are our neighbors, we'd say, like CCSF and USF. We all get together many times a semester, but the small groups, once fall's in session, we stick to ourselves.
Gotcha. Okay. And how many members do you guys have at like one time, I guess? Each semester, I guess.
For like club members, like
Right.
officers, yeah. I'd say a good handful, I'd say right now about 10.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then each of us we're into partnered groups, small groups, and then each of us probably have 5 to 15 members in each small group. It could be 5 up to 15.
That's awesome. That's a big group. Yeah. And I guess how do groups like this, because I'm sure there's a lot of other faith-based groups on campus, and InterVarsity is Christian, like you said. And so how do you guys network and build that community on campus? How do you interact with people, get them to join InterVarsity?
We mostly let everyone know that we're interdenominational.
Okay.
Meaning any religion, non-religion, everyone is welcome to us. So we just want to let people know who are just finding out about their faith to just welcome them and lead them to our path, which is Jesus Christ.
That's awesome.
What we believe in.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you said you're like more welcoming to just anybody that wants to join, that wants to learn more. And so how do those conversations go with people?
It really depends. There's a huge variety, especially in San Francisco.
Definitely.
But we just let people know off the bat that we are not here to judge. We're just here to have an open mind and talk and just get to know you. Like, what's your background? Like, how did you come forth with spirituality? Like, what's on your mind, really? Because we want to let everyone know we're not here to converge. We're not here to judge or shame anyone.
Right.
We want to teach mostly about the Bible as well. And so a lot of our members are newcomers, and many people haven't read the Bible or just know about it. And so we're just here to teach you, really. Just read along together. We're not here to preach or tell you what you're doing is wrong. Genuinely, we just want everyone to have a first look at the Bible and read to it, and whatever applies to you applies to you.
That's awesome. That's a good message. And so I guess like you said, you lead a small group. And so how do those look like? I know I see some groups that are like they meet in Cesar Chavez building. I have, I think in previous semesters, I've had Ivy come up to me and kind of ask me about it. How do you guys interact during those small groups?
During the small groups, we usually we have specific locations. Right now, we're in Creative Arts 114.
Okay.
But for my group instance, I specifically lead La Fe, which is a Latino fellowship group. We also have a BCM for Black Campus Ministry, and then Ivy, our general grouping. Okay. And of course, everyone is welcome to any single one of those meetings.
Awesome. And they're all under Ivy, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so how many of those do you have? Is it just 2 different groups?
Yeah, it depends really every semester who chooses to lead it, and who chooses to lead it. Every semester we do have different groups. Sometimes we lead Asian fellowship as well, or LGBTQ plus fellowships as well.
Oh, cool.
We just want everyone to be inclusive and to make sure this is a safe space.
Awesome.
But again, everyone is welcomed. And we usually lead as well in room 114, or if it's a sunny day, we choose to have a picnic outside.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of people tend to go because it's sunnier, it's warmer. And then we provide snacks, and we print out our passage. We probably do up to 10 verses, not to keep it super long.
Yeah.
We give background info on it, and we read it. What questions do we have? What can we answer for you? And then how can this apply to you in your life? And with that, we get to know everyone as well. We go around, we have our same like schedule, introduce ourselves. We have icebreakers all the time.
Okay.
So there's always newcomers, and there's always people that tend to stay throughout the whole semester.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just to get to know one another.
Yeah.
We want to build community.
I know you kind of gone over like how you open up doors to visitors. And so during those small groups, when you do have visitors, I guess, what is it like when you interact with those first timers?
The first timers, I think it's always exciting, because I do like to get to know people even outside the Bible study.
Yeah.
So we just welcome them. We're enthusiastic about it, but we also know of where your level is at. If you don't want to share that much, then that's completely okay. But we ask the typical things: your name, your major, like what's your background, whatever you want to share.
Yeah.
And we let them know that this is also a safe space. This is whatever is here applies to just you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just let them be as comfortable as they can be, really.
Nice. And what exactly, I know you said, you're Christian based, and it's kind of just about building that community around Christ and having those interactions. And so tell me a little bit more about the values of IV.
We tend to stick away from specific churches. We don't lead people to go to this faith, this denomination, whatever you want to seek out. Like you go ahead and seek out. We mostly want people to follow Christ, and just even outside of college, many people that want to follow Christ are new to it when they come to college, and we want to apply to it outside of them. So then we continue forth on how to love our neighbor, and we want that to grow. And we want mostly negative messages about Christ. We want those to tend to go away. Many people get yelled at that Christ doesn't favor you, and we want everyone to know that that is not true, because we follow our loving God. That's what IV follows, that you are loved no matter what. Yeah. And outside of small groups, we tend to have community service. I know in September, like, we go down to the Tenderloin and we're going to hand out hot chocolate to people.
Oh, that's sweet.
So we tend to have Bible studies, and we see, like, how can we help people outside our community? How do we follow what we're teaching to people as well?
Yeah, like putting your faith into action and just being able to share Christ with other people. I think that's a great message. It's really beautiful. Nice. And I know you've talked a little bit about like people saying, oh, like Christ doesn't exist or things like that. Has IV, or have you seen any other faith-based groups on campus kind of face adversity or any challenges?
We'd have a little challenges. It's really not that big. I'd say we handle it pretty well. There are many clubs on campus who also are Christ-based, and we get along with many of them. And every group is different for everyone.
Sure.
So we recommend many other Christian clubs as well on campus. There are some that we don't associate with, but we just tend to tell people, if it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah.
But we cannot be like associated with some certain clubs.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know it's like, Christ is for everybody too. So it's kind of just like being able to share that. But like you said, not putting pressure on people, not judging them, but just kind of sharing that love. And if it's the right thing for them, then it is. And if it's not, then yeah.
Because we're in San Francisco, of all places. So there's a lot of just anti-religion here, but we just want to make sure that we're not here to converge or tell you you're wrong. Just come if you want to come and learn.
Yeah, I think having that humble spirit as well is going to speak louder to people as well, even if it's not like joining a club, but just the way that you interact with people and the way that you share God with everybody. But yeah, that's beautiful. And I guess what does it mean to you to have faith on campus and to have this group?
To me, I think it's just growing love for one another. I love to get to know people. I've meet so many new faces every single semester through IV, And I think for many oncoming like freshmen or transfers, when you just want to get to know people and just have friends, like I think Ivy was perfect for me.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to like have that as one of our points as well. Like as I said, like we want to build community.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, just building community is amazing. Having friends who just aren't part of a Bible study, that I hang out with you outside of campus,
Yeah.
outside of the club rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It's all nice. And then my main message also that I also like tend to teach a little more in my Bible studies are just to love everyone. It's really hard, but you have to try, and then just know that Jesus loves you. Even if you do wrong, like there's no wrong in his eyes, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And why do you think that it's important for college students in general to kind of have this environment to go to? I know you said, to have places to go outside of campus and the club, but I guess what's the most important part of just having this type of environment?
I think growing as a person, I think especially there's hard times among us, really. And there's just always something that you need to fall back into to get a peace of mind and relax, especially from the outside world. And through us, that's Christ. And then once you relax, you're composed, we want to use his teachings to apply on the outside world, especially right now.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think students can gain from being part of a faith-based club?
I think their mental health, really. Like, it helps a lot. There is a bunch of networking involved as well.
Sure.
A lot of people like clubs to network. How does this grow on my resume? If you'd want to help on your resume, you could join leadership, and leadership skills, you are taught many skills. You are taught how to lead. So I think it's great to how to evolve in a workspace as well.
Yeah.
And then I think just how to be a better person as well for yourself personally, and just how to interact with people outside as well.
Nice. And I should have probably asked this earlier, but what was, because I know you said you're from LA before we started recording, you're from SoCal. And so when you did transfer over here, were you connected with Ivy at all?
No, I'm Catholic.
Okay.
So I was just stuck to my church, really. And then where I was from, everyone was Catholic as well.
Okay.
So then I came to San Francisco with an open mind. And I came like everyone else first week walking to see through clubs. And I signed up for a bunch of them. And IV stuck out to me because you were really calming as well as you weren't really strict, I'd say.
Okay.
And they'd reach out, and then there's a bunch of activities to do, really, like outside the city and then in campus, I'd say. And then their teachings and their ways of leading a Bible study was the most comfortable to me.
Okay. Nice. And when did you become a leader? When was like your first semester becoming a leader?
My second semester of my first year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how is that, how has that time been for you? Can you tell us a little bit about just the experience and what it felt like to become a leader?
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking.
Really?
I have been a leader before in some aspects, like in my church growing up, like with youth ministry.
Okay.
Like leading teenagers. And I'd say it's different because these are college students who are much older. But it was nerve-wracking, really. I was excited, but I was also nervous. Like,
sure.
I mean, there's a lot of people that come to the Bible studies, a lot of people from different aspects and groups. And so I just had to think, how do I apply to this to everyone with an open mind? But as soon as I did like my first leadership group, it was amazing. It was really fun. I also have had amazing like partners as well. I was co-leading with my leader. Her name is Carla.
Okay.
She's been an amazing friend to me that I've met through Ivy.
Nice.
I met her as like a leader, like, oh, you're part of the club. But then we got together, and then we just became so inseparable through Ivy and outside.
Nice.
So
yeah. So those relationships, those connections that you guys build.
they grow, and they're really helpful for in times of need.
Definitely. Yeah, especially, I mean, as college students, like you said, with mental health, I think we go through so much. I mean, not just mental health, but just looking for people, looking for connections and friends. And definitely you can find that through a bunch of clubs. But I think even having faith-based clubs is even better because you're growing your connection with God and with other people at the same time. All right. Well, this has been Autumn Alvarez for GGX. Thank you so much for watching and listening.